mean, I would obviously never be the kind of person to put anybody's business in the streets. But since Congress thinks that it's perfectly okay to take all these benefits away from the American public, I thought it'd be super fun if we just looked under the covers and looked at the benefits that people in Congress get paid. Do you guys want to know? Prepare to be pissed off. I think the easiest way to do this is we'll look at two different Mikes. Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House from Louisiana, and we'll just say Mike Boudreaux, okay? Also from Louisiana. He's just a regular, middle-of-the-road, middle-income guy. Let's start with paycheck. Mike Johnson gets about $223,000 per year, roughly $18,625 per month. And guess what? All of Congress, even though it's their job to resolve the issues that are causing the government shutdown, they still get a paycheck. Not all the furloughed government workers, but all of Congress and the president and the cabinet all still getting a paycheck. Now, Mike Boudreaux, working in Louisiana, makes about $54,000 a year, which is about $4,500 a month. Now let's talk about that pesky healthcare that Congress doesn't want you to have. Did you guys know that Congress is covered by something called FEHB, the Federal Employee Health Benefit, where the government, subsidizes literally the exact same thing they're trying to take away from you. Their health insurance premiums, 72% of their health insurance premiums are paid by the government. What? Yeah, so they end up paying about $200 per person on their plan. Must be nice. Oh, and bonus round. They also have a cap out of pocket, $6,000 per year. Oh, and if that's not enough, while they're at the Capitol, if they pay, there's a $600 a year fee. They have free access, unlimited, to the naval medical doctors there at the Capitol, right? So that's for everything like blood tests, regular checkups, all the things. Free. Oh, and if they get in an accident or they have let's say they have a heart attack because they're all old as fuck, you know what? They get to transfer, zero cost, no cost to them. Now, poor Mike from Louisiana, he works for a company that has pretty shit health benefits, so he got his own plan. And he gets a plan which is currently subsidized by the ACA subsidies. And even with that subsidy, his out-of-pocket expenses are about $640 per month, and his annual cap is about $9,500 a month. And Mike doesn't have access to free clinics or any of the rest of that. So it's totally okay for them to take the ACA subsidies from Americans, but they enjoy that benefit, but it's fine. And can we just talk about SNAP, right? The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Tell me why people in Congress, every single day that they're working in DC, they get a per diem, $225 for housing, government housing, and another $98 a day for food. That's their per diem. So that's government housing and supplemental nutrition assistance, okay? Again, the very same benefits they're perfectly happy to take away from y'all. And they work about 114 days per year at the Capitol. So that's about $26,000 a year that they can either write off or be reimbursed for. Oh, and I don't want to forget to mention that people in Congress only work 30 weeks per year while the rest of us work 52. That's all taxpayer-funded, tax-free benefits. That's on top of that salary that I mentioned at the top of the video. And Mike Boudreaux, the poor schmuck down in Louisiana, no, he doesn't get a per diem. He doesn't get gas money. He gets to drive to and from work. He gets to pay for his own car payment, his own car insurance, all that, okay? He gets to pay for his own groceries, all the things, no per diem. And if he's traveling and he has a really good boss, he might get about $50 a day to pay for meals while he's away from home. But his housing, fully on him. So before we even talk about retirement, because that's really going to make your butthole pucker, y'all, they're in government housing, getting government food assistance, and right now they're getting paid to do nothing. So while they sit up there talking about how they don't want people who are just sitting at home not working getting benefits, bitch, you're sitting at home not working getting benefits. Now let's talk about what happens during retirement. Let's say that Mike Johnson, God help us all, if he stayed in Congress for 20 years, he's covered, and he doesn't even have to stay for 20 years to get these benefits, okay? He would be covered by something called the FERS, the Federal Employee Retirement System, and TSP, the Thrift Savings Plan, where the government matches 3% dollar for dollar. So if Mike puts in $10, they put in $10. And then anything over that, they match 50%. Okay, so if he maxes out his contributions, this is all bonus, basically free money. And don't even get me started about the fact that when Mike retires, he's still going to get a pension. He's going to get roughly $89,000 a year. For the rest of his life, doesn't have to lift a finger, and it's going to be adjusted for inflation. Bonus round, he gets full health benefits in retirement, at your expense, of course. Mike from Louisiana, if he had any extra money to kick into his retirement account, they match it up to only 3%. Pension? Forget about it. What does Mike get when he retires? He gets to live off of Social Security, about $22,000 per year. Health insurance? Lost it the day he retired. Let's do a quick little recap. If you're in Congress, taxes and expenses, you can deduct your living expenses both in DC and in your home state. All taxpayer covered. Must be nice to be in Congress. That schmuck Mike living down in Louisiana, he gets a giant one of these. He gets to pay full federal and state taxes. He doesn't get any deductions for groceries, gas, childcare, or housing. No taxpayer-funded assistance to handle any of his bills. When the government shuts down, Congress really does not give a shit. Why did I bore you with this little exercise? Because that's two men from the same state who live under the same flag. Congress wrote the rules to take care of themselves, all while simultaneously getting paid to gut your benefits. They get paid during shutdowns. They get premium health care for literally pennies. They get government housing and government food assistance, and they retire wealthy. While we all get to scrape by and retire scared. While we sit on the precipice of 42 million people, including a lot of children, elderly, and disabled, getting ready to go without food. In the month of November, the Stuff Your Face month, I just had to highlight for you the hypocrisy about how they have the nerve to willfully act to take these benefits away from Americans while literally enjoying them themselves.